Something amazing just took place in Mario Maker 2. The highly anticipated making contest called PogChamps Extended just announced their winners, and there are some absolutely insane levels being released publicly for the first time. We're going to go through the top 5 finishers today, as well as some of my personal favorite levels, but before we do, let me explain the brief backstory for this making competition. It had its beginnings in Mario Maker 1, when Ahoyo, a Canadian streamer, outlined some rules for a making contest for levels that could not exceed 10 seconds, and simply made the viewer PogChamp. What Ahoyo did that was especially smart was he recorded 2 versions of the contest announcement, one in English and one in Japanese, in order to include as many people as possible from the community. And oh boy, did the Japanese community show up. There were some pretty amazing levels featured back in the summer of 2017, including the eventual winner Nezu with an insane mini midair shell level, as well as Ahoyo's own creation, which hilariously broke the contest's only rule and exceeded 10 seconds and was disqualified by the judges. Fast forward 6 years, and Taka-chan, Shino, and a couple of other Japanese creators are continuing the competition. And for as much nostalgia as I have for the original PogChamps levels, I have to admit, these new levels are so much cooler. Take for instance this awesome Magikoopa level by Lim. The idea here is to put power-ups in the path of the Kamek's magic so they turn into shells that can be used. I've never seen having a star turn into an enemy used intentionally before, and the level also makes great use of the disappearing flagpole. I love levels with a consistent theme or gimmick to them, like this next level by Soda, where you have to bounce off Bowser with invincibility frames in order to progress through the level, and right at the end you grab a star to defeat him. Seriously creative stuff. Soda wasn't the only one to do this. In fact, Io did it in vertical space with 2 Bowsers, and you have to damage them throughout the level so you can kill them just before you enter the final door. Or how about this track block level by Lazuli? This level is really clever because these blocks aren't just platforms, but they also store useful items that can be triggered to make some cool shit happen. I also love the falling kaizo block finale. Most of these levels have been new soup for obvious reasons, but there are also some really good SMW submissions. Like this super hectic level by Logjet that uses bombs and a lot of sideways springs to keep an insanely fast pace. Or this Shino level that takes a more simplistic approach, but lines up the enemies in a super satisfying way. We also have some really great vertical SMW levels, like this one by Parasol. Parasol has made some of the most iconic vertical SMW levels in the game, so it's no surprise to see them taking part. Or Mermelli, the creator of Bank of Finland, also taking advantage of vertical space with a shell level that actually goes down rather than up. Really great work here. This level would actually earn him 6th place by the judges' rule. Okay, but what about a fast-paced level in the slowest possible environment? I certainly didn't expect to see a water level when I was scrolling through Twitter, but TER7CM pulls it off with some crazy clown car tech that was popularized by Hobo of Hyrule. And then we just have to talk about the glitch levels. This one by Polypro uses glitches expertly. I counted 3 of them, but they are used so subtly that I might have missed one. First of all, they use a spike ball question block glitch that I only found out about from a viewer level a few weeks ago, to freeze a Shelmet shot out of a cannon. It serves as a platform until a spring nudges it unstuck and then gives Mario a huge speed boost. Then there's this cannon setup with an offset 1-up and a note block that gives a thrown shell completely insane speed, and finally a thwomp in a clown car to boost Mario up at a vertical velocity beyond what should be possible. This level is a complete masterclass of using glitches in creative ways, and it's one of my favorites to come out of the contest. Then we also have to talk about the more overt use of the teleportation glitch in this level by MRO. I can't even count the amount of times that Mario teleports, but I know that it's a lot. The creator also somehow makes these launchers vanish instantly, and to be honest, I've never seen this glitch before, so I don't know how it's done. You can see the broken tracks at the end of the level, which I'm fairly sure have to do with the teleport setups. Okay, let's take a breath. That was pretty crazy. We're going to round this out by showcasing the top 5 levels now, as chosen by the contest judges, starting with this awesome Link level by Sipwater. Sipwater has been a consistently amazing maker for a long time, and he excels with the Link power-up. This is the highest placing level that wasn't new soup, which is really impressive. Congrats, Sip. 4th place went to Taka-chan. I really like how this level takes a breath and then starts all at once with the clever use of kaizo blocks activating at the same time so the player can progress. I also think the movement in this level is really clean, as it always is with Taka-chan levels. Third place went to Alice with this Desert Wind level, and I can see why. There are lots of cool setups here, and I'm still not totally sure why this repeated ground pound animation even happens. I especially like the final jump where you ground pound a stump and get crazy speed to enter a pipe. Second place went to Cade Arcadia. POWs, munchers, sideways springs, shellmets, anything that can give the player a crazy speed boost is used in this level, and it's used expertly. Never a dull moment, and the precision required to pull off some of these tricks is pretty insane. Well-deserved second place. And then we come to the contest's winner. I mentioned earlier how I'm a sucker for unique gimmicks, and this level absolutely delivers on that. We saw some entries falling at high speeds, but the idea to force the player down a long vertical section with launchers is genius. I don't know how I had never seen this idea played out before. This level got a perfect 20 out of 20 ranking from all the judges, meaning it achieved a perfect score of 100. Congrats to BSE OV for winning the competition with a spectacular level. There are the top 5 as selected by the judges, as well as some of my personal favorites from this most recent PogChamps level making contest. If you want to see more, you should absolutely check out the Twitter hashtag on screen now, because there are so many awesome levels that I didn't get to touch on today. While you're on Twitter, you can also follow me at mmriles. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.